Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a haul for you guys. I'm so excited for this one. Ah, so I went into a couple of different antique shops here in my town and I grabbed a lot of paper goodies. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you're new here to this channel, welcome. I make videos related to planning, journaling, traveler's notebook, and really anything related to paper. So if you like that stuff, consider subscribing to the channel. Also guys, I just wanted to give you a heads up. Today is a very cloudy day, and although I am using my studio lighting, I am right in front of the window, so you might see the lighting switching up a little bit in this video, so apologies in advance for that. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into this video. Let's jump right into it. I have a lot to go through. I got a lot of paper goodies, so I wanted to go ahead and show you guys. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So the first thing that I got was this envelope bundle. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this. Guys, look at this. Like, there's so many air mails. I'm not gonna show you guys everything because there's so many, but look at this. Look at those postage stamps. It's just, I hope you guys can see this. I hope it's, it's close enough that you guys can see it. But oh my god, I noticed that a lot of them, if not all of them, they are from France. But yes, the postage stamps on those guys is just, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's just, oh my god, look at this. It's just, I don't know what it is. Anything really related to mail, I'm just weak for it. It's just so good, so good. Anyways, I'm not gonna show you everything because it's just too much for me to go through everything, but you guys get the gist of it. It's just absolutely beautiful, beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited. Anyways, so this was the first thing. Second thing that I got was this postcard. This was from the same shop as well. This is just a vintage photo. I don't know if this is a vintage postcard. I'm assuming it's not. The lady from the shop couldn't tell me. I think it's just a vintage themed postcard, but I like the photo, so I grabbed it. The next thing that I got was those Simplicity Sewing Patterns, a catalog from the 1980s. And oh my god, guys, so I got two of them. One is just the regular clothing, and the other one's for the home decorating line. Those are design chairs, covers, and chair pads. And you see in a second why I picked those two, but I'm not even so crazy about the clothing patterns. The only reason why I grabbed those is because of this. Guys, look at this. So those patterns actually comes in this tissue paper, and guys, oh, look at this. Oh my god, it's just, the texture of this tissue paper reminds me of onion skin. It's just so thin. Let me open one up here so you guys can see it, how thin this is. It's just like, it's literally like, the texture is very similar to onion skin. It's just so amazing. So I love those because, I don't know what it is about paper. Like, I like different textures, and plus those are so thin, so it's so great to, make paper collage with those and layer them in your journal because they're so thin, so it doesn't add a lot of volume to your journal, so they're great. I absolutely love those. But besides the tissue paper, also inside of the package there's this other paper that comes with the instructions, and the designs on those are just so gorgeous. The color of this paper is also amazing. It's a very cream color, of course, because it's a vintage paper. The color is just amazing, and the design, the patterns is just, everything about it. So it's so pretty. And look at this packaging. Isn't this amazing? The next one is this home decor for the chairs, and I got this other one because if you see here the difference between this tissue paper color and this one, look at the difference. This one is so yellow, and this one is such a like a calm cream, but beautiful. But it's also from the same tissue paper, and again, like it has this very thin texture. It's almost like onion skin, and I absolutely love the texture of this paper. And there's so much, like the patterns of this one are so big. I'm so excited about this. Look at this, guys. Anyways, and and it also comes with the instructions as well, and it has all of the illustrations, and it's just, oh, look at these old chairs. Oh, it's just so good. I'm so excited. I'm not gonna even try to put in this packaging. I mean, I made a mess here. So let's move on to the next thing. I will take care of those later. This is probably my favorite out of everything in this haul. I'm so excited for this, guys. So I love so much anything related to old school vintage, you know, marketing, like advertisement. I don't know what it is. So this is a 1973, yeah, 73, not 23, 1973 reproduction of this 1923 Sears Catalog. So this is how the cover used to look like. It got a little bit ripped there. So yeah, so this is a reproduction, so it's not the original, the 1923, but I don't care. It's still vintage. And guys, I'm just gonna flip through just so you guys have an idea of what I'm talking about. Like, look at this. I mean, I don't even know if I'm gonna have the courage to rip the pages out of this catalog, because as much as I wanna rip all of those pages and edit them to my journals because they are absolutely stunning, it's just, I don't know, I think it would be a sin to rip the pages out of this book. Look at these, like, look at this, guys. Oh my god, like everything. It's like, I think the thing that calls my attention the most out of those vintage advertisement is the illustrations, the style. They used to use a lot of hatching on those illustrations, and that's the same style of my illustration because I just like vintage so much, so I incorporate that to my actual illustration style. But look at these, guys, like how look at those paper dolls. Like, how can you not love this? I'm still debating if I am going to even touch this and rip the pages, because like I say, as much as I want to remove the pages and edit those to my journal, because those advertisements are absolutely stunning, and I just want to have them in my journal. I don't know if I should do that. What would you do if it was you? Would you rip it, or you just keep this? I'm sure I'm gonna save this for a while. I have to show these to some people that would definitely appreciate this, but I don't know what to do with it. Tell me in the comments, what would you do if it was you? But anyways, let's move on because I still have so many to show you guys. The next thing that I got was this 1932 British and American verse book. It's in very bad condition, but it's okay. I don't care because it's just an amazing verse book. and I bought it so I can rip the pages, and I think it's just so amazing that it's like verses, because you know it just added another level of artistic I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's just added something more artistic to your journal pages. I just absolutely love old page books, and that this was one of the ones that I decided to get it so I could rip it. But yeah, so this one is from 1932. The next one that I got it was another book as well. This is a dictionary. This one is from 1962. I got it because besides the fact that it is a dictionary, also has a lot of like old school illustrations, and I just love dictionary pages. But the fact that it has like little tiny illustrations to it, it's just, this is gonna be so awesome to add it to my journals. It's just, you know, anything that can add texture, I don't know, I just love it. I can't wait to share those two with my pen pals. I'm sure, you know, the pen pals, of course, they appreciate vintage. I'm sure they're gonna appreciate those. So I'm definitely sharing a lot of those with them. But anyways, moving on, the next thing that I got was those postcards. Those are from the 1920s. They are just so beautiful. Look at the back of those guys. But yeah, so I just grabbed a couple of them. I'm probably gonna send some of them to my pen pals, and yes, I just love them. Next things that I got a couple of different maps. This one, for instance, this is a Florida map. I have a friend of mine that she's from Florida and she loves vintage, so I thought I'll send this on her way. This is a, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is from the 1950s. So very beautiful map. So I thought I'll grab this one for her. This other one, it's from Poland, and it has a little bit, besides the map, it has a little bit of images and history of Poland. And you know, my boyfriend's entire family, it is from Poland, so I'm gonna be actually mailing this to his family. I'm sure they would appreciate it. So yeah, I got this one, and this is another one from Florida, and it's just amazing. It has like some you know, some animals, some birds, and different animals, and I'm not gonna open everything, it's very big, but you guys get the idea, right? So yes, so I got those, and next I got this 1931 Paramount Salesman Catalog again. Another catalog, but this one I don't feel bad about ripping the pages out, so I think I should be okay. If I do decide that I'm not gonna rip in the pages out of that book, I get at least this one that I can. So look at this, guys. It's just, I mean, the paper color is not as amazing, it's not as yellow as the other one from the book, but it's still, you know, it has those vintage illustrations that I absolutely love about those vintage catalogs. And yes, I'm super excited about this one. It's just amazing. Anyways, moving on, the next thing that I got was this you know, song notes catalog paper booklet. It's the Pathways of Song. It's just a booklet from the 1934, and look at the color of these pages, guys. Like, look at the yellow, the texture. I just love music notes, like the look of it, and in a vintage paper, it's even more amazing. So these are going to be amazing to also rip it and use it in my journals. So I'm gonna be sending to some of my pen pals as well that they are into vintage. I'm sure they're gonna appreciate that as well. Anyways, that's what I got in terms of vintage, like very old school. Now I did got a couple of other different paper goodies from those shops as well, but they are not necessarily vintage. But I wanted to show you guys because it's still fun and it's still good finding. So I wanted to show you guys. So this one, I just found a bunch of postcards from France. And like I said, they're not vintage or anything, but they're not used. And one of them, I think, even came with a postage stamp, which is so cool. This one is from Italy, which is so awesome. But yeah, so they're not vintage, but I love postcards. So, and they're so cheap. Like I got this whole package for $1, and it came with the original paper bag from Paris, and the paper tissue paper texture is just amazing. Moving on, the next thing that I got it was this driver's daily log. This is just, I don't know. I know it's nothing special, but it has those two different color papers. One is yellow and the other one is white with red lettering. And I just love to use those, logs to use it in my journal because it just added, it's fun to use it to layer in your journal with different papers because it just looks, it just add more texture to it. So I just absolutely love it. I got this other science paper, was even in the package and nobody used it, but it's like, look at this. Oh, I mean, if you are into junk journal, you'll be in heaven right now. Because I know like those type of papers are just so good to put it, to add it into junk journals. But I just love them so much. Look at this. Like to edit this, it's just, I don't know. I just love it so much. Anyways, nothing special. Like I said, those are not vintage, but they just had it there in the shop and they're super cheap, so I just grabbed it. One of those antique shops that I went, it's also a kind of like a, what do you say? It's not only antique shop, but it's also a thrift shop. So that's where I got it from, and that's why they have it besides vintage. They also have those different items. They are thrifted, but I don't mind. And this is just I don't know, 10 sheets of, I don't even know, 90 pounds biology paper. I don't even know. Oh, it's a very thick paper. But yeah, it's just a very cream thick paper. Anyways, it was cheap and I like to buy different paper just for the texture, just for the colors. Like I said, I like to make collage with different types of papers, so I absolutely love buying different papers. I don't even care where they are from. Anyway, next items, I got this. This was very interesting because I have no idea the year of this, so this might be vintage. I have no clue. This is a contract score pad. It's a contract for bridge scoring. And look at this, guys. I just love this. It's just so fun. Those pads, I just can't. This is so much fun to actually layer on your journals. I absolutely love. And this, I think, is from the same company as well. And this one was even like not even opened. This was bridge tallies, and nothing special. They're just a bunch of little tiny cards. But the floral on it, it's beautiful, and inside is just this table scoring But yeah, it's just so cool. Like, I mean, how can you not like? If you like paper, you gotta like that stuff. And last things that I got a couple of different maps, world atlas. I got this one. I got both volumes. The volume 1 and volume 2 is just a bunch of historical world maps. You know, I absolutely love maps, and I think they're so much fun to use it to layer in your journals, especially if you are building vintage you know, layouts. I think they added so much texture and fun to the page. It's just, I don't know, I love maps. Plus, if you are making a layout that is anything related to traveling, maps always comes in handy. And I got this historical atlas of the world as well. This is another one, it's just much bigger. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Let me just go ahead and bring everything in here so you guys can have an idea of everything that we saw today. Let me just zoom out a little bit so you guys can see this. Look at these. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I cannot even add everything here because, you know, it's just so much. I'm so happy. I'm a happy camper. I am a happy camper. Yeah, I mean, I cannot. I just can't. I can't add everything. But anyways, I'm happy. I'm happy to send some of those off to my pen pals that like vintage papers. I'm sure they're gonna love this. But yeah, guys, that's it for today. That's all that I got. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. I'm very excited to rest a little bit. It was a very busy week for me, so I'm looking forward to this weekend. I hope you do too. I hope you have an amazing weekend and you get to enjoy yourself and get to play with your journals and all of that good stuff. But yeah, that's it for today. I'll let you guys go. Thank you so much for your support and for everything, for the comments, likes. I truly appreciate every single one of you. And if you guys have any questions, any suggestions, please feel free to leave them down below. But that's it for me. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I'll see you guys next week on Monday. Bye for now.